Hi, let's talk about honoring the body, the connection to sexuality, intimacy, and also personal growth, or why not spiritual growth. Hi, this is Liana, holistic intimacy coach. Welcome back to my channel. Here, I help you get your orgasmic intimacy. Now, this video is inspired by two posts on a Facebook group in my home country, Romania. This was is a women's group where women ask a lot of stuff about their personal lives or just stuff that is really women stuff, basically womanhood related. But it's also a private space. It's not like there are no guys there and it's only women that understand a certain conduit and they're supportive most of the times. So in that group, there were several discussions that were body related. And I also shared some stuff. And I also saw some women being judgmental, basically, of other women's struggles when it comes to their bodies. So I made a post there about honoring the body. And I told myself that I would, in a different way, I would bring here a perspective. I think it's mainly for women, but I think guys will benefit a lot just from hearing this out. That's my opinion. So first of all, where do I come from with honoring the body? My understanding after 7 years of doing public work around sexuality, but 2 more years personally growing, I consider the body sacred. Nature gives sacred bodies to absolutely everybody. So we come into this life in different bodies, obviously, that have different sets of qualities or fortes, skills, stuff that our bodies can do naturally, different for everybody, obviously. And everybody comes with a different set of challenges, minuses, let's say, stuff that we're not good at. When you add the layer of societal norms or standards and societal roles, and I'm going to refer here to heterosexual people that are evaluated. Women have one set of standards upon which they're evaluated, their body, their physical appearance also. And men have another set of standards by which they are evaluated as men in society. I don't want to get into another, like a broader discussion because I'm heterosexual and it wouldn't be my place to talk about any other kind of things. So I want to stick to what I'm naturally born as and what I'm trained as, basically. Naturally, no matter where you are on this planet, because we are embodied and our bodies come with, again, qualities, fortes, minuses, challenges, skills, stuff that they do naturally, we're going to be evaluated naturally in society based on the whole thing that we are. If we were living in a enlightened society, the whole of us as we are would be evaluated, or the whole of us, and then we would be placed or guided towards the places where we are best valued for ourselves and also for others. And it's the same in intimacy. Basically, all of our bodies, not just what they look like, because a lot of the sexual growth community and sexual choices that we had throughout the years, they are based on image, a lot of it, especially when it comes to women. Women are judged a lot based on image. And after they reach a certain age or they start to have wrinkles, white hairs, go into menopause, then yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. So everybody gets evaluated also in intimacy, and the criteria is different. obviously. Now, there would be a constructive way to do that. So honor the gifts that somebody has and take into account the challenges and allow them to be in the best place for them. But we don't live in that kind of society. So when it comes to sexuality, that's why you see a lot of pressure on women to change their bodies to look a certain way. Although looking a certain way, artificially enhanced, is not equal to having the health or the fertility that is physically suggested, or the intensity. Because you can make your body look super intense, but maybe sexually you cannot sustain intense things. It is there. We got to take into consideration all of these. So our bodies are sacred. When we come into a whatever height, weight, mass, body composition, sometimes body handicap. Some people are born with certain challenges. From a spiritual perspective, nature, which is God in my opinion, personal opinion, that's all. Nature gave us the tool it considered fit for our spiritual journey, our spiritual growth. Yes, we embody into this life. In my opinion, the soul has a journey of growth. We go through tribulations here. Nobody has the same challenges and the same experiences. Everybody has a different evolution. Our body is part of that mix, the evolution that the soul has to go through. The challenges that we come with, and let me tell you, I've had my share of challenges. Boy, it was super tough for me as a teen because of those bodily challenges. Super tough. Had you have told me back then when I was 14 all the way up to 18 and then several years later also, had you had told me that, this is what you chose and this is part of your spiritual growth and all of that, I would have told you to go F yourself. I was kind of rowdy when I was a kid. Not that I changed a lot now. It would have hurt. I wouldn't have understood it because it was super nasty, super challenging for me. And when you're struggling with those things, it's super, super tough to hear it. On the other hand, judging somebody's body, like it happened in that group, which got me to put a lot of content there, judging somebody else's body, especially among women, like sisters, judging one another, it doesn't help. And it doesn't come from the deeper power of the feminine. The deeper power of the feminine is to support, nurture, sisterhood. So when we start to put labels on somebody or point fingers because they're not grooming themselves in a certain way or they're not dressing or showing themselves in a certain way, that doesn't help. And it's not honoring the body. It's not honoring the sacredness of absolutely everyone out there. That's not to say that we have to love or accept or withstand everybody, because everybody's got their limitations and boundaries. But the sacred approach here, or the deeper approach here, is if you can't really stand by them, at least don't get in their way. So when it comes to the body, if you can't accept that nature, God, spirit, put something there in the person because of their personal evolution, at least don't make it harder for them. Don't put labels, don't judge them, don't call them disgusting or disgraceful, all of that. Yes, that was the case in that women's group. Super, super challenging. As women that are asking for support with challenges that they have around their body, to hear, oh, but if you're not doing this, you're disgraceful, you're disgusting, and no man will love you. Or no man will like you. Something that was literally said there. It's when it comes to intimacy, our body will dictate, because intimacy happens through the body also. And our body, with all its particularities, will dictate the kind of experiences that we can have. the way we groom our body is going to have an impact not just on ourselves in our relaxation and our capacity to open up more, but will also have an impact on our partner, beloved. And it's the same, the same with whoever you're in a relationship with. Whatever they do with their body, how they honor their body, how they groom their body, how they embody their body, is going to have an impact on you. That's one of the challenges that not so many people talk about when it comes to intimacy. Why? Because sometimes it's about smell. Sometimes it's about visual. Sometimes it's about the quality of touch. Okay, when we touch another person's body, it might feel different. And yes, that all of those things combined can change the quality and the fragrance, figuratively speaking, of an intimate moment or of an intimate relationship. So honoring the body, yes, it's important also in intimate relationships. And it's important in intimate relationships, if you're at least a little bit enlightened and awakened, to, before you judge or point fingers or show dissatisfaction, to give it your best to understand where your partner, your beloved, comes from. Yeah, ideally you want to do this before you go very deep in the relationship. That's why I think the sapiosexuality in everybody, because everybody's got a level of sapio in them. What does it mean? Talking, understanding, listening, analyzing, but not from a judgmental perspective, analyzing with the purpose of understanding and getting a clearer or a more powerful idea, notion, concept, sensation, feeling, because everything that you learn mentally or intellectually, it will land into your body also. So getting a feel of what the other person is all about. Super important. Not too many people choose, I don't know why, some people don't talk much. And I think talking has its place, especially when it comes to understanding your intimate partner, your beloved. Honoring the body and your partner or your beloved's body begins with understanding. That's why in our embodied experience, we have a brain there. Some people say it's the largest sex organ. I think the skin is the largest sex organ, but I think the debate is still, the jury's not out on that one. Or the jury is still out on that one. Not a native English speaker, sorry. So long story short, I think honoring the body is a concept that is probably much deeper than just rituals, how we groom, how we present ourselves. It's also about understanding that the challenges, the gifts, the minuses, or just, I don't know, the stuff that it's not good at, are part of our mix and are part of our growth, the spiritual growth that we all come for on this planet, according to my belief. And sexuality is also part of our growth. So I hope that you understand that honoring the body, and especially the sexual manifestation of a body and the way a body is, and a reproductive body, all the erogenous zones, the way they are groomed, I think honoring that is part of spiritual growth and personal growth for everybody. I want to believe, like Fox Mulder in the X-Files, I want to believe that everybody grows out of the high school period where we just judge and we choose based on what is popular or on what is considered attractive, but we grow more into our own understanding and we choose according to what we love, according to what actually awakens us from the inside. It might not be who we thought initially it would be. So I want to believe that most of us grow out of the high school period or teen period, and we grow into erotic maturity also. So that's it for me, without getting into too many personal details, because trust me, I did give a lot of details in that group. I would love to know how you think generally about honoring the body, and what you think of the body, basically. If you think there's something sacred, why, how, what does honoring the body mean for you? What does having your body honored by your beloved mean to you? I would love to know all of those. So drop me a comment, please. Otherwise, if you're new here, consider checking out other videos. And if you resonate, join the channel, subscribe, and check out some of the links that I put under my videos also. That's it. I will hear you with other videos that help you get your orgasmic intimacy. Bye.